Let's move on now to our fourth lesson, where we'll discuss rows and columns, basically the main sheet area. The cell address gives the location of the active cell or range. If the active cell or range is named, the given name appears in the name box. Otherwise, the default cell address, which is a combination of the column letter and the row number, is displayed. For example, A1 is located at column A, row 1, and is the cell address of the first cell in any spreadsheet. You can quickly select any cell or range by entering the address into the name box. When defining a range, you enter the cell address of the first cell, followed by a colon, and then the address of the last cell in the range. For cells that contain data, you can locate them by using the Find feature. Press Ctrl+F to bring up the Find box. Type some part of the cell's contents into the search box. If your entry is unique to that cell, it will be the only results returned, and the cell will be selected. If the text you enter occurs more than once in your sheet, you will see a count of its occurrence, and the first cell with an instance of it will be selected. You can narrow it down by adding to your search text, and then use the arrow keys next to the search box to move through the instances until you get to the one you want. Sheets, as said in the beginning, is cloud-based. And one major reason for this is to allow for effective collaboration from anywhere in the world. As a result, you will most likely share and have spreadsheets shared with you. When you need to comment on a sheet rather than altering its content, and sometimes you may not even have the permission to edit the sheet, you can insert comments. To do this, select the cell you want to comment on. Click on the Add Comment button on the shortcut toolbar. Type your suggestion or review and click on Comment. Alternatively, you can right-click on the selected cell and choose Add Comment, or go to the Insert menu and click on Comment, or press Ctrl+Alt+M. Quick Analysis provides some basic insights into your data. For string, that is letters or alphanumeric data, this means the count, and for the numeric data or a combination of some numeric data and letters, this includes the sum, average, min, and max values, count, and count numbers. To use quick analysis, simply select the range to analyze. The results of the analysis will be displayed on the right side of the Sheets toolbar. Click on it to expand. You can click on Explore to see some more insights that can be drawn from your data. Explore is backed by a powerful AI algorithm that can show you some charts that visualize your data, as well as pivot tables where applicable, formatting options, and can even answer questions about your data. To use the Explore feature, select parts or all of your data and click on the Explore button. You can insert, delete, and move rows and columns in Sheets. You can also adjust the column width and row height to fit your data, or perhaps merge cells to create a larger cell, or wrap your text so everything shows, without you needing to adjust the width of a column. In the upcoming slides, we will take a look at how you can go about doing all these. To insert a row, right-click on any existing row and select either Insert one row above or Insert one row below, depending on where you want the new row. To insert a column, right-click on any existing column and select either Insert one column left or Insert one column right, depending on where you want the new column. You can also insert single cells rather than an entire row or column. To do this, right-click on where you want the new cell and select Insert Cells. Choose either Insert Cells and Shift Right or Insert Cell and Shift Down, depending on where you want the old data to be moved to. To delete a row or column, right-click on the row or column of interest and select Delete Row or Delete Column respectively. To clear the contents of a row or column instead, click on the row or column to select it and press Delete, or right-click on the row or column and select Clear Row or Clear Column respectively. To move an entire row, click on the row number to select it. The mouse pointer will turn into a hand icon. Click and drag the row to its new location. To move an entire column, click on the column letter to select it. The mouse pointer will turn into a hand icon. click and drag the column to the new location. When you move a row or column, the rest of the rows and columns are shifted to accommodate it, and the row numbers and column letters are also updated respectively. To adjust the height of a row, hover the mouse pointer over the line between that row and the one below it. The pointer will turn into a double arrow. Click and drag to change the height as you want. You can double click to automatically adjust the height to fit the content. To adjust the width of a column, hover the mouse pointer over the line between that column and the one to the right of it. The pointer will turn into a double arrow. Click and drag to change the width you want. You can double click to automatically adjust the width to fit the contents. If you want all your rows and columns to be of the same size, select the rows or columns, or all the rows and columns using the Select All button below the name box. Adjust the height of one row to apply to all rows, and the width of one column to apply to all columns. By default, text entered in a cell is set to overflow into the next cell, as long as it does not contain data. To show the full length of text, you will have to resize the width of the column to fit the content. In order to avoid it, you can wrap the text in the cell. This will automatically adjust the row heights and display the contents of the cell on multiple lines while keeping the column width fixed. Select the range to wrap the text for. On the shortcut toolbar, click on the text wrapping icon. Select Wrap Text from the options. The contents of the cell will be wrapped accordingly. You can combine multiple rows and columns or both to form one large cell. This might be necessary when you have subheadings under a given heading. To merge cells, select the range of choice. On the shortcut toolbar, click on the Merge button. You can click on the down arrow next to the Merge icon to reveal more options. To unmerge the cells, select the Merge cell and click on the Merge icon.